So in this video, I'll be setting up the Defender 8-channel 500 gig surveillance camera system. So again, we have the unit. I just connected a quick VGA small LCD to the VGA connector and attached the USB mouse. Before I turn it on, I'm just going to connect one of the cameras to the supplied extension cables that they gave us. And to make the connection, you basically just push it in. It can only go in one way, and you twist to lock it in. The same thing on the actual unit itself. Okay, then we're gonna plug in the power, and so make sure that you use the correct adapter for the actual cameras. It's also labeled for the 4-pack camera use only. So for the power, we'll attach it to the 4-way connector. So it goes from 1 and it splits to 4, so it's 1 for each 4 cameras. So on one end of the extension cables, just plug that in. I'll just make a quick note. I was going through that fairly quickly. But as in the other video, there is a male-female connector, so make sure that before you run the line, that you make sure that you start with the correct end. So the camera is a female connection, and make sure that you start with the male end of that cable. So once you plug it in, you'll notice power and the HDD light comes on. And the system is booting up. So already by default, in the top left, it's actually showing the video that's coming from the camera itself. You probably won't be able to see properly with the camera, but it's showing on pretty good colors. And as you can see, the HDD light is flashing, and it looks like there's also an R. Probably means that it's recording right now. If I double click like one of the images, you can see it brings it up in full screen. If I double click again, it goes back into the where it shows like all the videos. Just bear with me one moment while I get the batteries for the remote. And these use AAA. So in the menu system, hit menu on the remote. There's an option for display, and then I can use the mouse to select an option. So let's see what's under display. You have live, you have options to select the different channels. Just need a better surface for the mouse. You can actually name the different channels. You can change the different resolutions for the output. Different options: 800 by 600, 1024 by 768, 1280 by 1024, 1440 by 900. I'll just leave it on 1024 by 768. And you can also set up privacy zones, and I guess you can maybe mask the area. So a lot of options in the display. You can also change the position of each channel. For record, again, you can select the different channels. you can enable or disable recording, and it looks like there's a file size option with different times on there. There's also a schedule. It looks like you can schedule per week, so Sunday through Saturday, and it looks like there's also a time that you can set, and you can set it to, I guess, for scheduled or set it on motion detection. Okay, so this looks like a search for you to do searches for the different playbacks. This is the network menu options. With the Defender, you can actually access like your security system from the internet, but you probably need like a I'd have to like double check to see exactly how that's set up. I'm not sure if you need like a public IP address or if it's through like Defender's site. You can also set up an alarm. It looks like based on motion or based on also like the channel. You can like send an email, record the channel. There's a device option which shows the status of the system. It looks like it shows like the hard drive size and how much space is left, and approximately how much time is available. These are different system options. So if you want to change the formats of the date, times, time zones, video output, PAL or NTSC. And you can also set up users. Finally, in the advanced, it looks like you can enable an auto reboot for a specific time, specific day of the week, and also a specific time. And there are also certain events that you can make an alarm for, such as HDD full, disk errors, or video loss. And here you can enable each one, send out either an email or show a message on the screen. Okay, so it looks like you have quite a lot of options on how you want to set up the system. With the remote, you can cycle through the different options. So from your view in all 8 channels, if you hit 1, it will select number 1. So that's zoomed into channel 1. If you hit all, it cycles to a 4-channel view mode. All again cycles to the next group of channels, and all again goes back to the full 8 view. So that's it for this video, just showing a quick setup of the camera and the menu system.